It's not.
That's true.
In fact, my name is Based.
Based? It's not. Based on what?
In fact, that's what people have been trying to find out for years, and I don't know. Doctors don't know. I'm stuck in limbo. It's horrible. And speaking of horrible,
I hope my microphone is good.
It is.
Do you hear me well? My velvet voice.
Yeah.
Oui.
Excellent,
Exquisite.
my friend. Yes, indeed. In any case, Hype, it's ages I've not seen you. Like, we have not talked since the dinosaurs fucking died. What are you doing?
See, this is the funny thing. I got, like, enraptured by another series that it turns out is just much better than Fire Emblem. It's called Gundam.
I mean, implying that hasn't been going on for like 5 years now.
I mean, Gundam's not a game franchise.
But it is, in the same sense, similarly written. Following a cast of characters who are highly individualized, but ultimately playing a small part in a larger story with a chance of death.
So, so if you're wondering why I'm hovering here, time to open up Kuroi's guide and cheat like a motherfucker.
Let's go.
Yes. The water walking
Gentleman's
like
way to
Jesus.
play Awakening.
E.
I can get that because I am absolutely into Gonagai and Mazinger Z, and there's so much I have to catch on. Like,
Mazinger. I feel like the only person who would have seen that here is probably Lex, but I feel like Lex is a Getter Robo fan. That was it. I'm confusing my super robots.
maybe Mazinger is a bit too Western European. There was a lot of it in France, Spain, Italy.
I mean, the thing with Gundam and Fire Emblem is that Fire Emblem is just a combination of references to Gundam and references to Legend of the Galactic Heroes.
Yes!
And it's always been like that.
And that remembers me, I need to finish it. I am around half still.
Oh, so you're at the halfway point in Legend of Galactic Heroes, or?
Yes. Sadly, though, I have all the spoilers, so...
Well, sometimes, as Lexus said, a spoiler can enhance an experience as much as it can make it less of a surprise. If you're not sure how the context forms that provides for that spoiler, it creates a bit of a mystery unto itself.
You also have the situation where you would have never checked that series out if not for the spoiler making you intrigued.
Hold on, is he water walking? Are you water walking?
Yeah.
Jesus, Strats.
Listen.
Yeah.
Welcome to the first map of Awakening on Lunatic Plus.
Because that's
With water walk here.
Despite talking about old-ass super robot shows.
Yes. That's why Robin is the protagonist.
Yeah, because he's Jesus. I mean, so is Byleth, but hey.
Well, isn't, like, Robin explicitly, like, the anti-Jesus, the Antichrist?
I don't know.
I mean...
Spoiler!
Bro, spoilers!
You're
No.
ruining Awakening's amazing plot.
Robin's
Oh my
an
God.
anti-Antichrist. They're supposed to fuck over the world, but they don't want to.
Yeah, it's like...
Wait, what do you mean?
Plot
Wait,
twist.
what do you mean amazing plot? The amazing plot comes in chapter 9.
True. Very true.
And her name's Farja.
That is sadly true.
That is all the plot in the game, yeah.
I will admit my weakness to Tarja. I am not proud of it, but...
Look, at least he's honest about it, okay?
The first step to overcoming your problems is admitting them. There is help.
Yes.
Stop it. Get some
Like
help.
if you want it, you know, you don't have to. This is the part.
Is there a? Is there
I don't like the idea that it's treading water. Right
the first
now.
level up? Let's.
yes.
Thunderbolt at them.
It's true.
That was a good level, dude.
Yeah, man.
Man,
She has no stats. She
He
has,
has no
grace.
grace.
I tell you what, man. All these stats, nah, it's crazy.
By the
What
way,
is too inflated.
I've played a lot of Awakening hard mode without power-ups because I found it very interesting, and I always got stuck at Gangrel's chapter because
Really?
Gangrel is just too fucking strong, the bastard. But I've done like 6 times all the first part of Awakening hard mode without power-ups, and you know what? It's surprisingly good.
Really?
I'm going to say an hot take, elitist hot take, but Awakening without power-ups, it's surprisingly
Pair-ups.
good.
I don't know. Honestly, I mean, maybe on hard mode, but like here. Fun fact. Okay. Hear me out here. When you do normal mode, if you have tutorials enabled, you cannot pair up until chapter 3.
That's
Bro, here's the best mechanic in the game. By the way, you don't need it, right? Like you've played
Yeah.
Fire Emblem before, haven't you? What do you mean this is your first game? This is the first game you've ever played? Is Awakening? Couldn't be me.
I mean, maybe there should have been some limitations on the mechanic.
There should have been a lot of limitations on this mechanic.
yes.
Like, if it's to exist in its current state, they shouldn't allow you to just pair up.
Well, I mean, you know, they did that in Fates. They limited it, and then they said, okay, this wasn't enough. And so when they brought back anything resembling it in Three Houses, they kneecapped it into the ground. But then they added battalions, so who the fuck cares?
Like in Fates, they still call it pair-ups,
Yeah.
but the mechanics work in such different ways that they are completely different. There is no more luck base. There are no more random guards, or
It's
they
more
don't
strategic.
give each other. Yeah, in fact,
Yeah.
it's completely different. If you say someone play Awakening and then they go and play Fates and say pair-ups, that's completely different. It's like movement stars and food mechanics in Berwick. They are completely fucking different.
And the
I get that.
major
I think-
difference is just...
Oh boy, Luna! Oh boy, Luna Plus.
Let's go.
Could be
Let's
worse.
go.
Could be worse. Could be Vantage plus Luna Plus.
One of
Wait,
has
hold
that,
up.
by the way.
Wait, he doesn't
I mean-
have. Wait, okay.
I guess he's
he doesn't
one
have
of them,
focus. At least there is that.
Guys,
Whoa. If that guy could focus,
Yeah.
guys, it could be a lunatic reversed Fire Emblem 12 sorcerer with 25 speed.
I mean,
The big thing that changed was just that they needed to edit the mechanics so that they could have enemies that were paired up.
yeah, I think
Because
that is kind
if you had
like the
Awakening
one.
pair up on enemies, that would not be good. That would not be good.
Awful.
okay. So Robin. Okay, so Robin
What
takes
is
15.
what is like the trigger chance for like guards and dual attacks and awakening? Hold on, I'm gonna check.
It's support based, so right now it's shit.
Yeah, I knew
It
it was
gets
support-based,
hyped.
but-
It gets stuff like 30% chance to just negate attacks, 30% chance to just have a full damage from your from
Okay,
your
here it is.
support. It's like fucking Great Shield Fire Emblem 4 forever, and it's disgusting.
Man only won one thing and it's disgusting.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you just
Okay, it's
like are
it's
late
dual
game
strike
enemies too
blades.
bloated to deal with,
God.
just say no to damage. Easy.
Yes. Imagine
okay,
imagine a Fire Emblem, but every one of your units has Fire Emblem for Great Shield. That's awakening.
That's good. Dual strike rate is it's like lead and supporting units skill stat sum divided by 4.
Yo, fatigue level?
Divided by 4. And then plus a flat percentage based on support level from 20 at 0 to 60 at S.
Yes.
So at A rank, that's like a 50% chance to dual strike.
Then multiplied by movement stars and divided by levels that you did get to empty, but only if you were on normal terrain.
True. And then dual guard is much lower. Oh, wait, never mind. Okay, so it's...
By the way,
dual guard is...
LTC.
Yo! Getting those home ranks, bro.
Also, it's almost like one of the core appeals of Fire Emblem's gameplay is the fact that you can, calculate things in your head.
Yeah. Sorry, I just punched my microphone by mistake.
Sometimes you gotta put it to submission, it's okay.
Yes.
It sounds like he's slurping, like in that one Virgil meme.
Or the plastic chair in the other Virgil meme.
If you want it, then you'll have to take it.
In case anyone cared, dual guard is... It depends on whether you're being attacked by physical or magical. Because it's like...
Wait, what?
Paired up...
Wait, hold up, what?
Because it's the paired up unit's defense or resistance added together, divided by 4, and then plus either nothing, 2, 5, 7, or 10%.
Divided by 4.
I don't know why it's divided by 4.
I'm sorry, but what is this? Like, it's almost as bad as the weapon ranks in Berwick.
Almost. God.
Yeah, almost.
Peace, Albert.
That's the sad part.
I understand why you
Strike
wanted.
gets up pretty consistent, but...
I understand why you wanted so many people for the commentary.
Thank you.
What you needed was a talk show to have by the side of this.
Exciting gameplay.
Can you call it gameplay even?
It's just like just
Probably.
background footage for a podcast.
Look,
That's what
people
it is.
call gacha games gameplay, okay?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Does that mean
some
if I go
of
to
them have
Vegas, I can call it
gameplay.
gameplay?
Wait, do you mean like the rolling itself?
I don't know.
Really intriguing, dude.
By the way, Rengor,
Yeah.
Bones and Bane, do they matter here?
Yes, I picked plus magic minus strength.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Because you're not gonna be using strength in this run on Byleth.
Byleth? Bro.
What Free Houses does to MFR.
No, Awakening ahead of its time.
Yeah, man.
Dude, I thought it was crazy how in Fire Emblem 3 Houses, they brought back Byleth. Remember him? From Awakening?
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite childhood character.
Gameplay!
Yo, the miss! Let's go, dude.
At least that doesn't consume uses in this game.
The real issue is that
God.
they advertised this as, a tactics game instead of a puzzle game.
I mean, it's ostensibly a tactics game if you've, never played a tactics game and are playing on not Lunatic. Then I would call it a tactics game. This
Gameplay!
This is a puzzle piece where the solution is to, get a piece from outside of the puzzle box and put it in because it fits better. That's what this is.
I have assembled all 5 special cards.
That is what it is. You can just get Exodia to solve your puzzle. That's what water walking is.
Pretty much.
Short axe, Vantage Plus, and...
I mean, at least the
Hawkeye.
late game lets you do
How's that
degenerate things.
7 crit, yes.
It's a Frederick moment.
Actually,
I feel like this is
Behold, as I abuse Awakening's mechanics against it. What crit?
Bro.
How though?
Like
Support.
supporting units in range give like not only hit and avoid, but also crit and critical avoid. In this case,
Oh
I'm
my
getting...
god.
Yeah, that's true. It's like really small, but
I mean, on one hand, you're abusing mechanics. On the other hand, they are working as intended.
true.
Rangor,
Get the
I did,
3% dual guard though. That's what you need.
Yeah.
as I said, I did the first part of Awakening a lot of times on hard without support, and I always faced some crit on the first map here, and I feel like a fucking idiot now.
I mean, you have to. You have to face crit in the lower part of the map. Just this guy is like reliable since he doesn't move. But like here, you're just gonna have to take it.
On
I
the
mean,
other
not-
hand, that's the start of the map.
not
Again.
on hard.
Hold on,
Yo!
wait, are you not gonna get...
Yo! Let's
Was it-
go!
was that like a
3%,
3%?
baby! Yeah!
So I returned.
As I was saying
and
before I popped
I
off
discovered that we're still on the first map.
Not for
Are you
long.
really surprised though?
Sorry.
Okay, but are you not gonna get the funny tiles?
No.
No funnies allowed?
I don't want the funnies.
Sad. God forbid we make this easier. 52 turns. God, time flies when you're having fun.
What's the LTC record for this game on normal?
On,
sorry,
on normal, like
Or
less than 2 times this.
Man,
Probably like
how many chapters are in Awakening?
26.
So 26 maybe.
Yeah, welcome to our LTC of Awakening 0% large turn count.
I think honestly we can push the large turn count up pretty high in Prologue, but this is a good baseline to work with, I think.
Yeah. Also, hello viewers, because I haven't been paying attention to chat. But yes, water is fair and balanced, and this is an LTC.
We have a chat.
Yeah, a whole 4 messages.
Yo.
I mean, I don't
The one
understand.
unwelcome change.
Are we on Twitch? Are we famous?
Only Rangor.
Ringo's famous, but not on Twitch.
We are on YouTube. Guys, where we are, please.
Okay, where do we get open, boys?
Dropping into the middle of this forest.
Ah yes, prerequisites. Fred enters the battle with a vulnerary. Okay, I can trade one from Robin though.
It's a rep. Nah, I'm sorry, you can't do it. Reset. Reset the whole run. It's over. I mean, that's it. What could you possibly do here?
Game over.
You've already lost.
I mean, you wouldn't be doing this run if it hadn't been done before.
I mean, consider like that some of the strats are like not gonna work.
Yo, funny tile, let's go.
I have to. I use Silver Lance here, right?
You know it's bad when he's referring to notes.
Dude, that's how I know that it's good. 24 attack, 24% dual strike. I feel like that's gonna work out.
Yeah. What about favorite Radiant Dawn main?
Oh god. Stop. I are playing Radiant Dawn once.
Okay, that's not a substantial game, so the run is still.
Hey Rangor, why do you go for Magic Boon?
Just for that kill.
No, it's just
Or
like,
they're
a
like-
general. Wait, I just realized. Okay, the hammer guy does not have Hawkeye. We're not completely fucked.
Haha. still think
that's
the
skill.
funniest
That's
thing-
skill. That's
Are you-
Hawkeye. That's Hawkeye. That's infinite hit rate.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Everything hits.
What
Okay.
the fuck is that?
I'm not sure.
Why
if that's
hit plus
incredibly
20? Why hit
epic.
plus 20 when you can just hit?
I mean, it's hit plus 20 plus.
Another
I'm not
20,
sure
and another
if that's
20.
epic or unepic, honestly. Like,
It would be epic if it was mutual.
yeah.
So that's
Like,
it also gave you 100% hits when targeting.
That single skill, you can show that to a Berwick fan, and they'll disintegrate like vampires in the sun.
Yes.
Please, I can't take
Totally.
any more.
I mean, that's
I
still.
need my
I mean,
50
you do
rounds of
realize
combat.
hit plus 20 exists. It's called support,
Toilet
right?
night, toilet night, toilet night, toilet night.
Oh, hey, Kirby. If you want to know why this is happening, well, Ranger's Torque made you stream terrible things on Twitch, now it's his turn.
Toilet night.
Toilet night, toilet night, toilet night.
She really looks like a toilet.
Why are they designed like that?
Bro,
I can actually answer
she
that.
really looks like a toilet.
Is it because they're
It's
like
the
the
kind of
Martian?
armor you would use when jousting, but you don't joust in normal combat. That's something you do in tournaments.
Maybe you don't.
It doesn't
Yeah.
look like that, dude.
Like,
The front-
it looks weird because they aren't wearing the helmet.
Yes, but the frog-faced helmet still does not look like that. The gorget is a bit different. It's only on the front.
I feel sad for whoever did the character designs in Awakening because they had to work with someone else's armor designs.
Yes. That's...
Saki
Also,
was the
there is
character
another
design, wasn't
problem. Guys, it's only me, or every fucking piece of armor looks like plastic.
Well, I
he?
mean,
You are not incorrect in that assumption.
there's
a bit of like, it's a, what is it, a polished look that doesn't look quite right? Maybe it's the colors.
It looks like hard plastic. The kind of hard plastic playgrounds for kids are made of.
Or old phones.
With a slide.
Like the
it's
old
made of-
phones. Old
Yes.
backlight phones.
And it's made of that.
Yeah. Character designer for this game, if I remember correctly, was Kozaki, who also did the designs for Fates. And you can see the evolution in his work from this point to the next,
Yeah, like,
especially in
these
terms of
generics-
generics.
Yes, but
these generics pop off.
the texture of the toilet is not its fault. The first thing I saw in Fates was that steel looked like fucking steel. It was not anymore a fucking slide in my backyard.
Yeah.
I'll-
If you think that the armor is
has-
bad, don't look at anyone's feet.
What feet?
Also, like, in Fates, a lot of the generics, their designs are actually just better than the playable characters.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
the generic adventurer.
Nice.
Bonk.
What was I about to say? Right, so
Bonk.
one interesting thing about Kozaki is that he's generally just gotten a lot better over the years in different ways. Like, have you seen his first Fire Emblem artwork for the trading card game? It's a supremely cursed looking leaf.
I never
Leave?
seen that.
Leaf.
Ringor, somebody asked if Renown was maxed.
Yes, Renown is maxed, but we're not using Battle Box, Spot Pass, Ana Shops, or whatever.
No battle bus? Bro.
Limbus Buzz.
I still have no idea what chat are we talking with.
The Twitch chat.
The Twitch chat.
Ah, so we are on Twitch.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Surprise!
Ah, I see. Hello, people I don't know. Why is this silence so awkward, guys?
It
I'm
wasn't-
sorry, I was just
said anything.
looking for the trading card. Here is it. Here it is.
You said
Definitely
leaf,
looks
right?
like. Yeah, leaf. I posted in chat for you. Take a look at it.
Hey, Mecca.
Oh, I actually forgot. I forgot that leaf existed. I swear to God, I thought you meant like an actual leaf, like on a tree. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me?
You're the man who's done Super Frasier. How do you forget Leaf exists?
I don't know. I still spell his name like Leaf too.
Look,
Oh my
he's just
God.
turning over a new leaf, okay?
Bro.
I wonder if
Lord.
the Twitch
Hello.
chat will let me post a link to the image.
Probably.
Let's do this.
I haven't
Here we
tried.
go.
Maybe?
Yeah, that's not my leaf. That is
It should.
I mean, I
There's
can see it, but also, Mecha, I think your mic's off.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
if you-
here.
Yeah.
But
Now
it's showing
working.
green, bro.
Now it's working. Okay.
Yeah,
No, I
now
was
we can
sneezing.
hear you.
You couldn't earlier?
No.
Okay.
Believe it or not,
interesting.
it's kind of hard to hear someone before they join a voice chat.
Bro,
Yes. Weird, huh?
I literally just joined like a minute
Yeah,
ago
yeah.
max.
Yeah.
I heard the little ding. 11. Oh my God, that is.
If you're wondering
Weird.
why such long pauses, I'm literally looking up the cheat sheet for this.
And in the meantime, I'm going to be posting images to the character designs that we've been looking at.
I was wondering why
Post-
you weren't just going on with Frederick. That explains
I mean,
it.
he's on like what? I mean,
You could have
Like
elixir
no
him.
HP.
yeah, 7 HP, not exactly prime conditions.
Hey, look, you could have elixired him, but you decided to parent to Robin instead. I understand.
Now wait. Is this leaf made by Kozaki?
It is.
Spoiler warning.
It's wrong. I don't know, but it's wrong.
It looks
mean,
like his
It
style,
makes
but
sense that
I mean,
the
like,
zero
it's just
growth
the
route
face.
is identical to the resetless route up to this point.
Yeah, it's like up until chapter 2 I can somewhat reliably just copy. And then chapter 2 is gonna come by.
Like, he has leather Gucci boots.
Hey, look, the run on Topaz's channel has a pretty good chapter 2 strat.
Topaz is on Lunatic. That doesn't have to worry about Luna Plus, Vantage Plus,
I guess so.
and then Pass or whatever.
And ideally, we shouldn't have to farm resets to get good skills on the enemies.
Unless.
There might be some of that later.
Isn't it like, I know that there's like one here with if like the hammer guy has Hawkeye, and Luna or something.
I mean,
And
I
then-
haven't even fought the guy who has the hammer yet.
Yeah, and then isn't there like another one in chapter 2 where if like a certain enemy rolls a skill combo, you're dead? I don't remember if there's
No.
anything
People
beyond
say it all the time, but I feel like it's mostly people saying that who haven't played Lunatic at all or haven't ever finished it.
I mean,
I haven't.
there is actually a pretty like I think like if one enemy in chapter 3 rolls like Pavis and Aegis Plus, it's like extremely hard to optimize around that. I think there was like
Yeah.
one case like
I know that's like only a thing early game though.
Yeah, Ringor.
And, you know,
For
There's a
normal-
chat's wondering about bad chapters. What's the worst chapter in any Fire Emblem game? Any difficulty?
Yes.
oh, that's
Vystaria Saga 17.
I haven't played Vystaria
Rest my
yet, so
case.
I don't know.
Whatever you're thinking of, Vystaria 17 is worse. That is actually the worst thing to come out of this series.
Maniac Mode Class?
What?
Worse.
oh yeah, Maniac
Like,
Mode Clash
easily
does
worse.
come close.
Because, like, at least with Clash, right, you know what you're doing. And by that point, hopefully, you have the units to do it with. It's just a slog. It's a hell of a slog. But it's doable, right?
Now it's no convoy in FE9, so you can run out of weapons.
Okay, well, like,
Damn.
assuming you
I-
prepare for the worst.
Okay,
Understand
I can tell you the worst maps for this run. Chapters 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12.
I was just saying numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, welcome to Awakening Lunatic Plus 0%. And then there's also 23 as a special mention, because holy shit, that's gonna be horrible.
That the one
Is
that's
that the
after
tree?
Valadar and Flavia and Basilio.
Yeah.
Guys, I think it's Fire Emblem 3, the fucking desert map where the Berserker appears.
That one's pretty bad, but it's just slow. No
Yes.
reinforcements though.
My beloved.
So. Also, this random berserker with a sword. Who the fuck is that?
Look, man, he hits different.
I mean, he literally does. He's a berserker with a sword.
A massive sword, no less.
Yeah, too.
What was I about to say? Right, this was just
Oh boy,
something.
we're gonna.
I
Oh boy,
thought
this
of
is gonna be
earlier.
fun. Wait,
The ability
how is
to.
this supposed to work? What?
Oh my
'Cause, like,
god.
Yeah, drop Lissa below Robin. Chief, I don't think a 4-speed. Chief, I don't think 4-speed is gonna survive this. I'm gonna be real.
Oh, your cheat sheet is wrong.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you, Kuroi.
it's time for improvising.
Ugh.
I mean, this is why we're here to watch Rengar play Fire Emblem.
No.
Yes.
No, you're here
I
for
mean,
the
some
talk
of
show.
us.
Let's be real.
I mean, I'm gonna leave the talk show in like 4 minutes because they're gonna start renovating next door again.
Ouch.
20 people are watching on Twitch. The big money, right there.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yo.
Is it Sully time?
Oh, apparently
I thought you
the
stopped picking up
discrepancy
the
you have in the guide is because enemy movement isn't consistent.
I'm using the second strat where the guy went south, so
Consistency?
consistency.
Fire Emblem?
Nani?
Bro.
I love inconsistent AI where it's like, if this guy moves this way, reset.
So good.
Like, when you feel that Berwick yay is easier to read than this.
I mean, it is. It
Yes.
is the joke.
That's...
Is there a reason you're not healing Frederick?
I can't really.
Rengar just likes to live on the edge.
Yeah. Brave-hearted hero.
Well, again, you could have elected him like a couple turns ago, I think. And also, you could have been healed by Lissa this turn, probably, if you wanted to.
You know, I've also learned playing other games that green units being the worst is not exclusive to Fire Emblem.
I think that's just.
That's just a
Super
law
Robot
of life.
Wars?
NPCs being the worst, it's literally video games.
Yeah.
Suicidal
God.
green units, which have conditions, where it's like, oh hey, if this unit survives, you get a bonus. It's like,
Missions, anyone? Escort missions in like GTA, for example.
In anything.
doesn't
God.
the story have an escort mission?
I've just realized one thing. I was playing the beta of Wrath of the Righteous, that is a Pathfinder game, so it doesn't have anything to do with this. And then PCs, they were green. They're fucking everywhere.
Quick shoutouts
Even in
to
games that don't have anything to do.
quick shoutouts to XCOM. Whenever you need to like do it like an escort in like new XCOM, like Enemy Unknown Within, and like XCOM 2. Whenever you need to like take a VIP somewhere to the extraction point, you have control of them. You tell them what to do, where to go. And they're not like they can do
They're
everything that
Tanits
soldiers can in
reinforcements.
terms of movement. It's nice
Yeah, right.
not having to follow the whims of the RNG for that.
So that's FE 3 houses of all things for having sort of controllable NPCs in our paralogs, but not using them outside of paralogs.
I always wondered why they didn't make
That's
like
so weird.
Geralt a mission assist. Like, you can't have an overpowered Jagan if he can't gain EXP, right? And you don't even have to like animate his reclass options if he's not able to be reclassed.
Oh wow.
It would have been nice if he was.
How long is it gonna
usable in
be
the
until
early
someone releases like
chapters.
a 3 houses mod with like playable Geralt, basically?
Like, you have Geralt, but when you try to teach him something, he says, "I am your father. What are you doing?" And you can't do anything with him.
I mean, that's why
I
you
already
have,
know that.
That's why you have
Nice.
him implemented as a permanent green unit. Like, mission assists. Also nice.
Oh,
Our dual strike?
Gamer.
What is his fates?
Yes.
Is his fates Takumi? Sully is
Is
fates
it-
confirmed?
You know, the game would also be signaling that, you know, this guy's probably not going to stick around forever since he's, you know, a mission assist instead of a real blue unit.
I like how in the chapter where he's about to die, if he dies in the chapter, he retreats and it's a game over, but then he dies in the cutscene afterwards.
It do be like that, huh?
Dude, spoilers!
No!
I can't believe it. I've never played
My
Three Houses.
father.
You're really gonna do me like that?
Guys, I actually got incredibly emotionally invested in Three Houses plot. I was playing Black Eagles, and when the thing with Edelgard came out, because at the end of the day, it's Edelgard's machinations that get your father killed.
I think they addressed that later on.
Yes.
Wait.
And for the root choice, when the Edelgard asks you what to do, I was there for like 20 minutes. I was in fucking shambles.
Felt that.
Because it's not an easy answer. It's not a simple situation.
My wife who killed my father. I was really.
My first run was
absolutely destroyed.
Blue Lions. I
Is-
think actually I did Crimson Flower last, so...
Like the game sets
Same.
it up. It's a complex situation, whether, you know, to go with her or not. And then people just overly simplify it down to just...
Yes.
Oh, but she stands for some political thing that I don't support, and that makes her intrinsically evil. It's like,
Yes,
no,
like-
give the writers more respect than that.
Yeah, like
I see.
I
I
think
joined with a
Three Houses has good writing and good plot. Yes, I've said it. And
Oh,
they
what
are
a hot take.
I do
Yes.
think Three Houses is like on the upper end of Fire Emblem plots, but at the same time, there's a lot more in it that could have been elaborated on and like done better.
Yes.
I feel like it's a bit of a double-edged sword there, but I think overall, at the end of the day, I would call it like good. I don't think it's spectacular or anything, but it's better than Fates.
You know, like I don't know. It's like early on, I thought that Azure Moon was great, and then you like really start to think about Azure Moon, and it's like, man, Dimitri's kind of an ass that just does literally nothing about the core problems that are facing the continent. Edelgard is the actual like correct protagonist.
Like, you may
Randy
disagree with
or
what she's doing, but unlike Dimitri, she tries to do something.
He's doing
Dimitri doesn't.
something.
I just don't think the forces that you are given opportunity to ally yourself with are evenly balanced or matched. I don't think any of them are particularly... How do I describe it? As you said, Dimitri doesn't really solve much in his path, but what does Claude do? What does he get to do?
Okay, I can actually describe you Claude. Claude abuses the fact that people are very reactionary in nature, so he does the exact same thing that Edelgard does with the church. Like, he aligns himself with the church, uses their manpower, unifies the continent. But what he does is that he basically like you know how people say like, you know, oh, war bad, Dimitri amazing. He abuses that, and he uses it to his advantage. That's what he does.
Claude looks like and sounds like he's, you know, a swell guy, really nice. A lot of it is a mask.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what the mask is.
Just think about this. Cloud is secretly baked into his position in the Alliance by a foreign power that historically has been an enemy of the Alliance. That is incredibly ambiguous and not exactly a good thing.
Like, yeah, Claude is extremely morally dubious. It's like the
Yeah.
thing.
He just has this charisma, so he wins people's hearts.
Claude's greatest gambit
Yeah.
is convincing the player that he's not Edelgard when he does the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Wait, who does Claude kill?
I think that the worst part of Three Houses' script is the fact that I think it has to do with the fact that Edelgard was never meant to be playable, and so they had to retrofit the story to fit that. But the story is very biased against Edelgard, and it doesn't do a lot to point out the fact that Dimitri is perpetuating a system that allowed for mass rape of women because of trying to get crests. And also, it also doesn't point out the fact that Claude is a schemy little bastard.
Yes.
Okay, but have you
Like-
considered the fact that Dimitri's kind of hot, and so it's okay?
He's got a
So
point.
Counter argument.
No, he's
is
got a
Edelgard.
point.
Being more serious, I think a bit of problems come from the fact that, yes, Edelgard was never meant to be playable. So when you play Ruth, she uses a lot, even before the time skip, the system that transforms people into crest monsters. She even has the crest monsters unleashed on the students of the monastery.
That's not on Crimson Flower, by the way.
Not anymore. Not after.
Not
But
before. She doesn't use it in the Battle of Garreg Mach on Crimson Flower.
I mean when Geralt dies.
That's not her. What?
Uh,
I mean,
I
they
don't
are
think that's
the
not.
evil.
Like,
that's the
like
Slithers
here's the
doing,
thing. Like, that's
not
the
L.
Slithers doing that, and the Slithers are doing that to convince the player that she's fucking evil. And they succeeded.
Yeah,
I mean,
and,
like,
and I'm kind of convinced about that too. Because she's still working with them.
What
And-
choice? What choice does she have? Like, what is she gonna walk up to the church?
Oh, excuse me. Don't know where that came from.
it's like-
we're
she's
talking about
she's
the others.
in like she's kind of stuck between like 10 different rock and hard places
Yes.
where I really wish they played up the gray morality of Edelgard working with the Slithers more, because she clearly doesn't want to, and she makes that very clear after the chapter where you meet Solid, because she goes out of her way to appear in front of Byleth and tell him, hey, I'm not doing this.
Yes.
Like but they just
Gee,
don't
there's an
do
element of
that.
Three Houses plot that you wish was.
Because they never
elaborated
addressed
on.
it
It's
again.
Weird.
Never.
Yeah, that's the problem. Edelgard was never meant to be playable, but the Empire clearly has laboratories, whatever you want, where people are transformed into crest beasts. You see that pre-time skip.
I mean, you don't do it
Then-
with laboratories. It's just fucking like.
Yeah, then you see
It's-
that pre-time skip. You see the Imperial Army use them, and then post-time skip that is never ever addressed again.
Yeah, because the devs ran out of time.
Also,
Yeah, it's
I
a
just want to
problem.
point out. Do you know who does use crest beasts in Crimson Flower? It's
Yeah,
not
also-
Edelgard.
Is it the do?
No, it's just Fargus in general. There's multiple Fargus soldiers who become crest beasts. The do
Well,
is
yeah,
just
but
the
it's the
last
do who
one.
gave him the crystals.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
The Dew instigated it.
the Duke and Cook, so yeah, I mean, it's obviously absolved. He picks the flowers and this kind.
I don't think does she directly use crest beasts in Crimson Flower?
No.
Edelgard
No,
never does.
because Byleth is acting as a, moral anchor.
Moral
Well,
And
code.
the
Yeah.
Black Eagle Strike Force in general.
Like,
Yes.
in the other routes, Edelgard just goes off the deep end in an attitude of, the ends justify the
Yes.
means.
Exactly.
Killed, like Furion and Robin here.
To give you an example, even if you were playing Crimson Flower, before that, there were still laboratories in the Empire.
What laboratories?
I don't know, places, even just the Slytherins, doing experiments transforming people into crest beasts. If the devs had more time for Crimson Flower, that is something that should have been addressed. It's a bit like when Kaga shows you chapters where the realities of war, etc., etc.
You do realize this is addressed in Hubert's Prologue, right?
Yes, but
No,
I
you're
don't
not.
see it that much.
It's not fights. I think we can all agree on that the game needed like half a year to a year more dev time.
Yeah.
I think even
Yeah.
the devs agreed upon that. It was just Nintendo being Nintendo.
Okay. Counterpoint. The number one thing the devs said that they wanted to add if they had more time was Hunting by Daybreak Crimson Flower.
So they could have done worse.
How God.
Continue with
Because-
that information in mind.
When did they say it in an interview where we learned like which one was made first and stuff?
No, that was like something different, but like, fuck. I wish I can't remember the fucking source, holy shit.
I mean, this is not the
Like-
time where you can look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
but it's like
Someone say talk show.
to be fair.
Also, the
devs
Fargus
did-
soldiers do it out of their own free will. Who's to say the Empire ones aren't? We see the students being experimented by Slithers. But who's to say the
Yeah,
Empire
and
ones
that's
aren't?
Slithers, not Adol.
The point at the end is that Edelgard was never meant to be playable, so she has a lot of
I mean, okay,
problems in her
counterpoint. If Edelgard wasn't
But-
playable, what choice do you have in Free Houses?
And that's a thing. The choice I had when I was playing Black Eagles, I was not spoilered. So hi chat, I'm ruining the amazing spoiler I loved for all of you. And when I got to the point where Edelgard was revealed as the Flame Emperor, it was, and I was not spoiled, it was absolutely amazing. It was beautiful.
Yeah,
Like-
I really wish I hadn't been spoilered on it.
I think the issue is just that they initially planned for Edelgard not to be playable, and then they realized, wait, this is a really stupid idea.
Yes.
Not
Well, I
only
remember during the early Three Houses days how, because of my role as a subreddit moderator
Because,
on the
guys,
Skyrim subreddit, I got spoiled on the Edelgard thing immediately. It wasn't even a day, and I got spoiled on that shit.
You were a fucking moderator, right?
Yeah, no, that kind of sucked.
You fought
don't remember if
against
it
the
was
tide
spoiled.
for us, to protect us, like the meme of the soldier protecting the sleeping child from our weapons.
I need to make that. I need to
Except
make
Hype was
that.
allowed
now.
to shoot back with a rocket launcher.
Aren't you still a moderator for SETI?
I am, but I'm just so, how do I describe it?
Disillusioned.
Disillusioned these days that, like, I occasionally check up. Fire Emblem just hasn't been a priority for me these days.
And the subreddit turned into an art subreddit anyway.
Which is easy
Yes,
to moderate,
there's
right?
not much-
Other than the
And-
cosplay ones.
I mean, I
Yeah.
don't want to be mean because, but let's say maybe a bit of a soft erotic subreddit.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be mean, I will be mean. I wish there was more gameplay discussion. That's
Oh
it.
god.
The end.
Okay, welcome to hell.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
That's
This chapter is just pain. Like
Oh.
I
hey guys,
go,
I have 3 Vantage plus Luna plus enemies.
This map is peak bad game design.
like
Oh, God.
I
It's not
want
this
to go
design.
talk. I want to talk to the devs and just say like, okay,
I want to
Who
talk
in
to
the-
the
who
CEO
in
of
the dev-
racism.
no, I want to go to the devs and be like, all right, who on the dev team looked at this like difficulty spike and thought, yeah, this is okay.
I don't think any of them looked at Lunatic Plus.
I think they played the game on normal.
No. This game is a difficulty spike even on hard. Like this map is just an absurd difficulty spike.
Amber, that's the issue. On hard, the game that isn't normal, the intended difficulty, because
Hey guys, who wants to
played
rig a
on-
1% Kappa?
Let's go.
I mean, I haven't played on normal, so I can't. I'm going to assume that even on normal, it's a difficulty spike.
No,
Because,
because
like,
you can just
normal-
thread
It is on
everything.
hard,
Normal
definitely.
is just that ridiculously easy.
Yeah, normal lets you just face roll everything. Forever. The end.
Going back talking about interesting things.
No.
So, going back about Edelgard, just
Boy.
to make you understand how not playable she was intended at the beginning to be, she sings the credits of the game. If
She does?
that is not peak villain
On
shit,
CF, she doesn't.
what?
On Crimson Flower, it plays The Color of Sunrise, which is a different credit theme.
Yeah, they changed it on Crimson Flower, of course. But even on Verdant Winds, where she's been dead for like 5 fucking chapters or something, she always sings the credits, and that's peak villain shit.
I mean, because Edelgard is the villain protagonist in every
Yes.
single route.
And by the
Especially
way,
Azure Moon.
by the way,
Azure
hearing
Moon
that
fanboys in the
song,
shambles.
Yeah,
hearing
when
that,
Dimitri isn't the main character.
yeah. But by the way, finishing Azure Moon with that song is absolutely amazing. Like, oh
You-
my god.
You know, I saw this comment. Ringo knows where this comment's from because he posted it to me the other day, or literally earlier today. But like, people have this thing where they love posting art of like Edelgard understanding the consequences of her war and all that, like kind of painting Edelgard's phone. Why does nobody like do that to the same extent as like Dimitri? Because you have stuff like like it does exist, like I'm a monster girl, but at the same time, like you have stuff like Hanneman and Azure Moon, where his battle conversation with Dimitri is, yeah, I sided with Edelgard because my sister was like abused by the nobility, and that was completely like legal because of the crest system, and I want to stop women from going through that. And Dimitri just runs him through, like.
How am I alive?
Hi. Hi, alive.
Well played,
Oh,
Ringo.
that.
Look, behold my skill!
Is
I
Muriel
like
actually
Muriel.
a good unit? She's in the best class in the game. So.
I mean, I personally like Muriel as a unit. Like,
Look, dude, we are all here for their stats. Personally, liking someone like for personality, kindness,
Oh, no, I don't-
something
I don't mi-
that doesn't mean anything.
oh, it's not personality. I actually
Also-
like Muriel as a unit.
I can
like
answer your
Muriel's
Dimitri
fine
question.
unit.
I can answer your
Yeah.
Dimitri question. It's very easy. He wears blue, so he's the protagonist, and that means he's right.
Yo!
Knight Templar mentality.
Bases are personality here, guys.
I were to wager a guess as to what element of Three Houses is the weak link above all the others, the moment that the game just cannot hold its fabric together, is
Monastery.
in the Slither Gang themselves. They are, and I'm not going to call them that because I hate that name, so I'm going to refer to them as the cult. That's
All
just the
people.
first. They are the weakest element of the narrative. Like, hands down, they just are cartoonish at worst, and at best, just underdeveloped. They are not compelling. They do not have the necessary backbone to really support the narrative, and that's frustrating.
But Solon has the necessary backbone to support his huge ass brain. So
That is true. He does have.
Oh, you're a
mega brain.
villain, alright, Edelgard. Just not a super one. Oh yeah, what's the difference? Presentation!
Presentation amounts to having a brain that big. I think I'd like to have good presentation too.
That's a good magic growth.
It. Like, yeah, it's just the Slither boys are just super frustrating.
You could have written the plot without them having be a major thing. They could have just been some minor cult, like one of many minor cults.
Western Church, anyone?
I love the fact that the only routes you deal with fails are like Verdant Winds and Silver Snow, and then in Azure Moon you don't even know that you just you know as the player, but the characters don't even know that they just ended the Slither
Yeah,
gang.
just kind of randomly kill him.
Yeah, you just randomly kill fails, like, oops, haha.
I think
There's,
Nice.
like, there's arbitrary differences between routes are the worst part of Three Houses. Example, Crimson Flower. You attack the capital of Schemer, Beautiful Boy, Cloth.
True.
Yes, and there is an amazing plan where Cloud calls the Almerian reinforcements, and you are ambushed and pinced by Draco Knights and his own army, and it's amazing story-wise. Like, you really feel like Cloud would have taken Edelgard and fucking killed her if it wasn't for Violet at her side. It's beautiful. I love that part. In other routes, this incredible plan that shows you that Cloud is actually a good planner and strategist
Okay.
doesn't exist. Cloud just we never had any army. We lost.
I have come to just realize how horrible of an idea streaming this was.
Why?
Rainbow Bat confirmed.
Okay, here's the thing, like, the strats for this chapter already rely on, like, a Robin who has, like, a bunch of levels, right? Since she's supposed to be, like, level 8, 9, and, you know, has gained, you know, speed, defense, magic. HP, anything, really.
Alright, but what if you didn't?
Luck, most important.
But like Claude does have the scene in Verdant Wind where he calls the Almirans up for, I think it's
For one chapter.
Yeah, for one chapter, and then nothing
fuck
happens
off.
with it.
Yeah. You know
One
what?
scene where they just like run at each other and then do nothing.
Yeah, that is the biggest problem of the game.
Okay, you know
The
what? I'm actually
routes
okay.
are-
I know I called you
Sorry.
guys up for this, but I'm actually gonna end this here because like I have no idea how the fuck to do this. Like,
Rainbow stumped. You heard it here first.
like what the
Bro,
hell?
Are you just
Like,
gonna suffer on your own?
hello? Like,
Rengor fans in
just
shambles
brute
as they
force it
realize
with
Rengor
Rulars,
is
bro.
yeah, bro, just brute force it, Lamau.
Yeah.
I mean, I already brute forced it. Like, you remember turn 1 was literally like crit into like a dodge.
Did you crit dodge?
Yeah, I crit a soldier into death and then like, dodged a brigand.
Are you gonna refer to the?
Brute force more.
Yeah.
Are you gonna refer to our anonymous
Like 16 more.
runner for 0% that actually managed to finish?
I probably should have to like. I probably should like copy that strat though. If I recall, it like relied on the crit though. So like.
Wait,
Yes, that was on
you-
casual mode.
you could just
Big
save
breaks.
state abuse, you know.
Shut the fuck up.
With that, like,
Then he could have just played them, you know,
Casual.
casual mode.
I mean,
but
at
he
that
didn't.
point,
then he
why
could have
even- at that
played
point, why even play?
another game.
Rengor, but you can't end the stream here. You just reached 27 viewers.
Fine.
I mean,
fuck you
until
guys.
they've all
If-
unsubbed. Until they've all
Look,
unsubbed.
look, okay, if you guys all unsub, I shall play more, okay?
On my way to unsubscribe.
Alright, man.
Let me see, am I subbed right now?
Rengor
Bye-bye.
1997.
Oh, no, I'm unsubbed. I'm unsubbed.
You can't, okay.
I mean-
And if you're not subbed, sub and then unsub.
True.
Bro, you know we could just go all out and just turn this into a Three Houses podcast.
Yes.
Podcast?
No.
Rengor gets
Deadass
kicked.
leave
Rengor gets
if
kicked
that
out of.
happened.
Rengor gets kicked out of the community for extremely pro Edelgard views more than 11.
I don't even care enough about Three Houses to be invested in this.
If we talk about Three Houses,
don't.
I will inevitably turn the conversation towards its material that is derived from, that is competent.
Gundam.
And
No, Legend of the Galactic Heroes.
Bro.
yes, because specifically Three Houses draws heavy inspiration from that, as well as the Three Kingdoms narrative.
Yes.
Like, it's... Edelgard is in the same position as one of the main characters from Legend of the Galactic Heroes, Reinhard, as an autocrat who strives to tear down an unjust system, but ultimately perpetuates it. Problem is, let's say the crusts themselves are a symbol for that class system. She's not tearing down a class system so much as like religious influence, and my god, does the metaphor get complicated and stuck in its own, like, it's like a car in mud that's just treading so hard that it just spurts mud everywhere.
Like,
Hey guys, who wants to watch me play Runa? I'm not gonna do that.
I think what Edelgard manages to accomplish is removing religion from a position of power, and at least temporarily implementing some kind of meritocracy. But there's no guarantee it's gonna last beyond her lifetime.
I mean, there is no guarantee either, but the alternative is remaining in feudalism.
I think the problem is
there's no good alternative. There's no
I mean,
good
here's the thing
alternative in
though. Here's the thing though. Edelgard's route is like the only one that addresses public education.
Yes. I think the problem though is that we get all that in a slideshow at the end of the game. And then they beat the Slytherers and did all those beautiful reforms and rode towards the sunset, the end. Where are my fucking chapters of Fire Emblem?
I gotta say,
here's the thing though, like, here's the thing though. Okay, I wanna just point something out. The fact that you storm Area 51 in other routes does not mean you've eliminated the Slithers, as Claude and Byleth's S support clearly shows. It just means that you've weakened them.
Yeah.
It's I realize that there's a very different route the story could have taken, potentially with villains.
Maybe not giving them
there could have been a villain.
Ground missiles.
There could have been a villain in Three Houses that came to the conclusion that yes, there is indeed no good solution that humans can do. So we're gonna resurrect Sothis and have her, as the namesake, thus destroy the world and then recreate a new one. Like, that's something a villain could have done.
That's really down.
Alright, whatever. Sorry.
Rangor.
Yes?
I will buy you Vestaria Saga, and you can play that.
No.
You do realize I have a free download of that, right?
Oh, okay. Well, if you have that, then play Vestaria Saga.
Guys,
Shut the fuck up.
guys. I have Doki
You said you hadn't played
Plus.
it earlier.
Do we play that? Doki Doki Literature Plus. Do we play
Literature
that?
Plus.
We make the voices. Who wants to have money?
Also, reminder that it is a fictional story. I agree. On the other hand, it's excellent at showing like everyone's political compass. Let me just say that. Or like at least not political, but like moral.
Ideological
moral.
What, asking what they think about Edelgard?
Edelgard, like just Three Houses.
People's opinions on the lords.
Yeah, like lords or even the characters. Really.
It says a lot of what people value.
Yeah. But alright, okay. I can't justify running the stream any longer. Like, I'm gonna... like, I tried to do this on stream, but like, come on, what the fuck is this?
You're gonna have to finish this map off stream, and then continue streaming after it.
And then you get to chapter 5, and then it's like, what the fuck do I do?
Brute Force.
Yeah, Lemao.
Brute Force 2, Electric Boogaloo.
I guess, like, Three Houses. Awakening is just really weird, where it has these fucking absurd difficulty spike maps.
Yeah,
and you have like this map, chapter 5,
7, 9.
Which one's 9?
Like that's the one in like the mini desert where you get Farja and Libra, and it's fucking insane on 0%.
Yeah,
Hello,
that.
Brunhilde.
Even
just
even
brute force
outside even outside of like 0%, Chapter 9 is really, really annoying just because of the ambush spawn wyverns that just kind of like show up. I think it's like turn 5.
In Rengar, I have a solution for Chapter 5.
Don't.
Load the gun, shoot 3DS.
If I had one.
You know, I remember when I did like the no reclassing, no pair up, no grinding run of Awakening that I did with that rule set, and the strategy for Chapter 5 is just dead ass suicide bomb Sumia so Maribel can survive.
Nice.
That's a good use of Sumia.
It's like,
Anyway, are we done here?
Yes.
Do we want to play Doki Doki, guys?
No.
no.
Going to play some FP7 because that's a good game.
Yo, the last promise.
Mecha Diet is
Clearly,
gone.
we're gonna play Super Robot Wars.
That's true.
Yes. All right.
Let's do it.
All right. Thanks for joining by because fuck me, dude. Like there are people who play this mode for fun. Wait, Souls of the Forest? If Skryza releases the damn fucking update, like Jesus Christ, Skryza, get on it.
Skryza is a chaotic being. You can't expect anything from him.
Skryza, the being of raw chaos. He will do what he wants.
Understand?
Absolutely.
All right. See you all, and thanks for joining.
As
Bye,
briefly was.
Anger.
Goodbye.